at DTR, and this means we are having our Formula One Series Division 1 tonight, driving at Circuit de Catalunya on España. 16 drivers tonight, and quality has just started. Let's see who is on the lap. It's actually Stewart making his season debut after being absent for a few months. In the house tonight, teaming up with Evan. We have a dry qualification, but according to weather predictions, it could rain in the race. So what makes it very interesting is some drivers in the rain simply do not in the rain simply do not have the same skill as they have in the dry, or vice versa. Always more action, more incident, so from a spectator point of view could be fun to watch. Right, we see purple sectors from Stewart. That makes a lot of sense, as he's the first to set a time. Here he comes. Turn 14, final corner of the track. Let's see what we can do. 1:13.9. That's not going to be top 10 worthy, I think. Next car to set a time. Oh, it's berserk. 15-0. I think Nexton is the one coming up next. No, it's his teammate Benny Bino. And we have a Williams. No, we're going to stay with Joe. He's the first, or the next car who is going to set a time on the boards. Not a lot of ERS left. 13-0, massive improvement over at Stewart. Now we're gonna have the next ones. Who is that? Is that Call Me Speed? Yes, Call Me Speed will be the fourth car to set a time. Quickest driver this season, but oh, what a difference, 11.9. Definitely not the best driver this season. Oh, wait. Oh, Ricky in trouble. Relia DNF'd and left the session. That's bad news. Where was this? Berserk comes into the pit lane. Stewart going around for another lap. Now we're gonna see Athanasiou, one of the top drivers when it comes down to speed. Meanwhile, Nexton with a 13-0, nearly equal time of Joe. Then we got the Mercedes boys coming up. Brandon, ooh, nice. Brandon finding more and more speed. Oh, and here comes Athanasiou at 4.6. Rally joined back. Unfortunately, his car has DNF, so no time on the board for him today. Who is going to be next? Benny Bino's on the lap. Who is? Oh, next is the other car. We're going to have Hackett. That's not full speed. He dropped off. Stewart. Improved 6/10 on his third hot lap. It's been his first few qualifying laps of the season. So might need a few extra laps to get into it. So far is Williams and Mercedes on the front two rows. Benny Bino, P7. Who is on track now? We still have 6 cars in the pit lane. We have Gunnar. Oh, that's actually a really good time. We've seen in the practice sessions, Gunnar has been really quick. He's also been very good this season. Howdy, yeah, howdy, Johnny. Good to see you. Also good to see you're not one of the British who's riding nowadays. Who is next? Still a lot of cars in the pit lane. Stewart coming in, Benny on an in lap. So we got no one on a not lap at the moment. Oh, Cavola's retired and left the session. I'm not sure what's going on there. Also picked the wrong car because she should have been in an Aston Martin. Let's see what Gunnar is going to do. Oh yeah, we got the FIFA competition or EFC 24 competition. And the first match is Connor and Rigby, with the big favorite Rigby there. And I think Rigby could be the one to beat in the competition in general. Might be the most skilled player there is in the league. Right, let's see, Hayward starting a lap. Let's go on board with him. Ooh. Trying to get started, losing a second. Let's go to the quick guys. Instead of all a little bit disappointing so far with a P7. The championship leader, he won the last 3 races. Not being the quickest on every track, but you don't have to be. You need to be smarter and definitely not crash out. Has a huge lead in the championship. Oh, by the way, Johnny, you notice it's Rigby leading 4-0 to Connor. Back it on a hot lap. What can he do? Shows purple. Doubt that's correct. Not doubting you, Mark, but game has it wrong more often. Still a pretty decent lap, 12.9. Alright, so we have Reliant and Cavolas who did not set a time yet. We have Richard still in pit lane and Nelboy in an outlap. Oh, and the match ended in 5-0 for Rigby. Well done to him. Meanwhile, Coleman's speed improves 11.8 and is now 3/10 ahead of his teammate Athanaziou and 7/10 ahead of P3. The gap in single lap speed is insane, but you need to be able to keep it on track and make the right decisions. Which the Williams duo often simply do not. Now just does an installation lap and comes in. Back to the other cars. We've got Benny Buno on the lap. Not a great season for Benny so far. You know, on a lap together with Berserk. Let's give him some airtime. No points in the season for him yet. Doesn't say anything because even Nellboy, someone who has won many races in this division, but got second in the championship like 4 times, has no points yet. Missed a few races, bad luck, or poor performance in Belgium. Ah, that is a massive improvement there from Berserk. I think actually that's a pretty good time, 13.3, but in this incredibly strong grid, it's still only P11 so far. Already left the session again, seems to have troubles. Now retired is planning on starting from the back. Which you've seen him do often before. Alright, let's see who is on a lap. Not many. Are people saving tires? Trying to help Cavolas out, who can't seem to not be able to pick a car. Let's hope he does so in time, as he only has 2.5 minutes left. Joe on a hot lap, and we got the top 3 on an out lap. Hackett on the out lap. Can Joe improve? Mercedes not doing bad here, 5 and 6. Joe improves marginally, less than a 10th. But hey, he just needs a little more than 10, and he moves up 2 positions, which would be pretty impressive in this strong field. What can he do? How much can he improve? Or not at all? 76,000 is 1 position actually. 1.5 minutes on the clock. And who we have got next in starting his lap. We got Athanaziou at sector 1 and Colby Speed, that's the first to catch. He is turn 9. Coming up to the end of sector 2. Oh, up at 10. So he's probably going to improve another bit more. Athanasiou, fairly equal to his own time, and is running into traffic. Right, next thing, what can you do? Can you improve? Not enough. Might be good enough to secure the P3. But meanwhile, Coleman's speed improves. Right, Gunnar P5. Drop due to Joe's quick lap. A little bit of traffic here. Can he improve? Might be difficult. The official timing is provided for everyone crossing the finish line. Now we'll be done. We got a Red Bull coming up. Is that Zetterfall? No. It's his teammate Ikeo, P12 so far. No, it is Zetterfall. Zetterfall. Oh, it was Berserk in the RB. Oh, those blue colors are so close to each other. Zetterfall then. His championship leader and by a huge margin. Usually also pretty good in qualifying, but has not gotten it together so far. 1/10 up after sector 2, and that could mean P7 for him. But hey, get another 2/10s in, and you're on P3 or 4. What's it gonna be? No, P7. Drops Hackett to P8. Benny then. No, Benny's not gonna improve. Right, that settles the positions. Got a Williams front row. Right, let's go through the championship standings for now. So we've got Zetterville leading with, well, 3 wins in the second place in 4 races. Yes, it's round 6, I know. But, let's go through the grid. Colby Speed on pole, as usual, ahead of teammate Athanasiou. Then we have Gunnar and Nexton, Hayward, Brandon, Zetterville and Hackett. Then we have Benny Buno, Ikeo, Stewart, Berserk, and then the ones with no times. Rijat Yamakovic, Gavolis, and Norway. So that's your starting grid for tonight. Right, so we have, in the championship lead, we have Zetterville with 96 points. Huge gap, Comey speed, despite all his speed and all his pole positions, 3 and 4 races. Or 3 and 3 races, because the last race he didn't attend because he was too late. 46 points, so the gap of 50 points. Oh, look at that. The rain. Massive rain. This is going to be fun. In third, we've got Nexton with 40 points. Then we've got Reliot with 38. Athanasiou with 37. Evan with 35. Gunnar with 34. Brennan with 32. Then Benny with 28 and Hayward completing top 10 with 23. Mikey with 14. Then we got Kazingo, Hackett, Ikeo, Cavolas, and Brother Adam, and all the Ferrari drivers on 0 points, just like Stewart and Berserk. Right, so, and in the constructors, it's actually Red Bull leading thanks to, well, 96% of the points scored by Zetterville. A 17-point lead over Williams, who, despite all their speed, are disappointing as always. But hey, let's see what it brings today. It's going to be a lot of rain, so it could be a lot of fun to watch. Chaos. Right, we're going to have the formation lap. Not sure if Cavalas is actually in the car. They had some issues picking it when he returned. What tires is everyone? Is it the winters or the wets? Everyone on wet tires, ladies and gentlemen. Full wets. This is gonna be chaos. You need so much more than just speed. You just need to be able to keep it on track. Very important in these circumstances. Be able to get heat in the tires. Which really isn't easy to do. It was never easy to do so in dry circumstances, let alone in the wet. It looks a bit weird as it's Cavalas is still here. The fact that he's driving this slow tells me he probably is in the car. Here he is at the back of the grid. Oh, Jesus. Right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Red lights are off, and here we go. Who has a good start? Please give me a front view. This game is insane. Seems like a good start from Comey Speed. Keeps the lead. Oh, there's a Red Bull going wide at turn 1. Athens clearly struggling more under pressure from Gunnar and Nexton there. Hayward with a move. Hayward. Oh, we see a car in trouble. Let's hack it. And so is Rijat. Drop to loss. Not sure if they have damage or not. Comey Speed already creating a gap 1.6 seconds. Yellow. That's Cavalas in trouble. Oh my, what a gap for Comey Speed. Athanasio is struggling. But he's clearly slower than Gunnar here, I think. If Gunnar could get past, he might be able to run away. Oh, a little bit of a gap behind him now. Hayward in 4th. Both McLaren's in 5th and 6th. And Zadaval on to P7. Gunnar on the inside, in the inside. No. Athanasia defense. It really is soaking. Oh, but Athanasia has no answer for Gunnar here. Well done. P2 to him. Now let's see if he's still going to lose a lot of time like he did behind Athanasia. Zetterville on the move, trying to overtake Benny here. Zetterville, of course, a huge lead in the championship. It's far from over. Elliott making moves as well, up to P9, starting from near the back, fighting with Stewart here. Melboy up to P12. Oof. Gunnar is running away here from Athanasia, but there is no way he can fight Athanasia. Call me Speed at the moment. But with more speed, being able to gain more speed, he might get more heat in the tires now as well. And we know Coleman Speed is a very mistake prone. So also this, far from over. Behind Athanasia there is a huge group. We got Hayward. He's trying to seems to be struggling now a bit. He's defending against Nexon. And Zetterville, Benny Bruno there with Brandon. And we have Stewart back to P9 ahead of Elliott. Then we got Berserk at Melboy. Berserk not doing bad so far today. Going a bit wide there. Now simply does not want to take any risks. Knows it's a long race. It might come to him. He just wants to stay out of trouble. 128.350 fastest lap right now by Call Me Speed, who is just in a league of his own pace wise. Stewart and Elliott keep changing positions there in the fight for P9. Now still staying behind. Oh, being pushed wide a little. He wants to get past. He wants to, oh, that was very late there, back on the racing line by Berserk. I think Nell's finally passed. I think Nell has the speed to move up further, to close the gap to Stewart and Elliott on his way to points. But let's have a look to the other cars. Behind them it's Berserk, Ikeo, and we have Hackett, Richard, and all the way back is Cavolis. But at the front we got Call Me Speed. Well, I'm gonna call him Speed today. 7 seconds ahead of Gunnar, and it's lap 4, ladies and gentlemen. 2 seconds behind Gunnar we got Athanasia, who has the second lead over Hayward, who leads the middle group. With next to them Zetterfall. Benny is losing a bit more territory here, same as Brandon. And Brandon is getting company. Oh wait, next to Benny Bruno? No, it's next to Zetterfall. Zetterfall, not a great qualification. But slowly moving his way forward. P5 for a championship leader now. Right, so what we're having is Brandon in P8. And close behind them now is Stewart and Elliott. And I think within a lap, maybe two, they'll have no boy with them. And Berserk has, oof, 1, 2, 3 drives close behind him there. With Ikeo, Hackett, and Rijat. Cavola's can't give up. Says nothing because Cavola's was, didn't have a lot of pace last week in Spa in the Division 1 race, but in the Division 2 race, he was the quickest on track. Or should have won if there wasn't a late safety car. Right, here we are. Another lap improvement. Wow, wow, wow. 27.7. That is 1.2 seconds a lap quicker than Gunnar, aka Shane. He on his own is building a nice gap here. To the rest. Whoa, Zetterfall moving up. P4 now. So for the first time in this race, not having any other cars close ahead of him, so he's going to try to close the gap to the car ahead of him. 2 seconds to Athanasiou. Hayward dropped to P5. We've got the McLarens in 6 and 7. Brandon still in P8, seems to struggle with Stewart and Elliott behind him. Nellboy indeed closed the gap. And they had 3.8 seconds on the group of Berserk. Sort of a truly train there. That is Hackett. Hackett on the outside. Can he make it stick? I think he can. Oh, and then Berserk immediately drops down another 2 spots with Rijat and Ikeo fighting for that position. Right, this means that Hackett is now 4.8 behind. Now let's see. Now they don't have a Berserk out of him if they can close the gap a bit. The gap is 10 seconds between 1 and 2. Gunnar is giving it all he has, but yeah, well, I think it's already impressive to be able to keep a quick driver like Athanasiou behind him. He's got 2.5 seconds. It's not really increasing or decreasing that gap. And Zetterfall is slowly moving forward. Started from what, P7? Worked his way up to P4 and slowly closing gap to P3. Benny is dropping a bit. Now 2 seconds to his teammate. 2 seconds behind him is Brandon in the Brandon train. And the passengers in the Brandon train are Elliott, Stewart, and Nellboy. Elliott and Stewart in been fighting for quite a while now. Hey, Nexton with the overtake on Joe. We have a yellow flash, and that is... Oh, I think Berserk made a mistake. He dropped to 16. Koval is down P15. The gap from P1 to P2 is 13 seconds. He just keeps improving that fastest lap after lap. Right, Zetterfall getting a little bit closer to Athanasiou, who on his own is pushing as hard as he can now, knowing that Zetterfall is on his way, and close about a second of his gap to Beer. Stewart and Elliott changing position once again and again. Tough battle there. I think they may be better off helping each other instead of battling each other and trying to get ahead of Brendan, because they both seem to be quicker. And now is just waiting at the back of the group. Doesn't want to take any risk. Would love to finish a race for once and possibly in the points. Another lap, fastest lap improvement by Coleman Speed. So what lap time is this group of Brendan doing in fight for P8? Oof, that's 3 seconds a lap slower. Right, so Benny Bruno is closing the gap to Joe, seems to drop off a bit now. Mercedes perhaps not built for the ring. Gaps between 2, 3 and 4 are stabilizing. Next in P5, same, all about 2 seconds from each other. Hey, and Stewart finally ahead of Brendan. Oh yeah, yes. Oh, Stewart going wide there. The exit of turn 3 and losing a few positions now at the back of the group, while both Elliott and Nailboy are finally ahead of Brendan. Let's see now that path is cleared if they can gain some more speed and have better lap times. Gap to the car in front of them, Benny, was 4.2. The average lap times of low 30s. So we're going to see this soon. Might not show in this lap, but definitely will in the next one. I think they're definitely going to be at least a half a second quicker. Oh, look at that, in 29s. Now, next lap will be more representative. Benny, 6/10 behind Joe for P6. Elliott and Nell seem to be running away from Brendan and Stewart, while the other Haas driver for today, Rujat, is closing the gap now in P12. Just a second behind Stewart. So after an early moment in the race, now back in the fight for the better positions. Right, the gap between the leading driver and the rest is just insane. 17 seconds. As we have in yellow, and I think that's reserved again. Alright, let's see what lap times Elliott is able to produce now that he doesn't have a car ahead of him. 28.9. See, he is gaining. As in, the lap times are getting quicker. They are not gaining time on Benevieno, but they are running away from the cars behind them. They'll reach out now, overtake his teammate of the day, Stewart, and it has moved up to P11. We never reach out with one of the better, the quicker drivers. Berserk is in the pit lane. Lap 12. .5. Latest lap time of Call Me Speed. Nearly 20-second gap. On Gunner in P2, 19.5. 20 seconds a lap. He has a 1.2 lead over Call Me Speed's teammate at the end of the year. And we have Zetterville and Nexton in 4 and 5. Hayward started off well, but now in P6 and can't keep up with the other guys. There's Benny all over him, but this seems like the max for now. Well, Elliott and now don't seem to be closing in on the cars ahead of them. In fact, we're losing time. No signs of the track getting any better. And slowly but surely, numbers 2, 3, 4, and 5 are closing in on each other. Rejat and Brendan fighting. Rejat took P10. Brendan dropping to P11. Doesn't seem to be having a lot of fun in the race, in the rain. And Rejat will now try to close the gap to Nelboy and Reliot on his way for possibly more points than just the one so far. Zetterfall within a second of Athensio now. I have no idea, by the way, of how the tires are. Are they dropping? Can you do a whole race with them? Do you need a 1 or a 2 stop? No information, unfortunately. We do see that Zetterfall might be in trouble on fuel. Am I wrong? As we see the yellow indicator. Centerful. Oh, hey, Joe, what's going on? Apparently, cut corners a bit too much. Also lost quite a bit of time in this last lap. The gap was 3 point something, now it's 6.4. So maybe made a little mistake. And Benny trying to send it. Comes up just short now, has the inside, but that's more wet. It seems really hard to overtake. Losing big time here, and I think Benny could go on for a move here. I think he will. No. Comes up short. Oh, and Rijat is on the move. He passed Nelboy, he passed Rielliot, and is now in P8. Too bad from an incident on the opening lap, as it dropped him to what, last or near last, and is on the move. Worked his way up from P16 to P8 now, and is rapidly closing the gap to the cars in front, Benny and Joe Hayward. But Joe is losing a lot of time. Brandon as well. Oh, Brandon pitted. So it seems like some cars are having trouble with the tires. As his teammate is dropping all the time too, he might be in trouble as well with the tires. Hey, and we have an overtake up the front there as, oh, look at that, pit stops are coming. Athanasio pits. So the window is open. Hayward comes in as well. So does Elliott. And we have a yellow. That's once again deserved. Melboy comes in, Stewart comes in, Hackett comes in. A lot of drivers coming in at the same lap. It's halfway through the race, so everyone on a one stop. And let's see if that will change the order a little bit. Oh my, Richard, look at that. Is he closing the gap rapidly? 4, 3, 2, 1. Less than 1 second now to Benny Bino. He is flying at the moment. The man from Bosnia and Herzegovina. In the Haas car. Gunnar pitting. From P2. We're going to stay on board here with Rijat as, oh, Benny pits. That moves Rijat up to P4 as he gets ahead of Gunnar as well. You have a yellow, and that once again is Berserk. Oh my. He started off pretty well, but... Ay. Zetterful and Maxton keep fighting each other. They haven't pitted yet. Oh, what a snap there from Zetterful. It's the first time Zetterful is basically directly behind Coleman's speed. But the gap is over 30 seconds. I'm very curious to see what Zetterful will be able to do Once they have fresh tires and they're in clear air. Well, Zetterville decides to pit. Comes in. Nexon continues for another lap. Colmy Speed is also still out. He's on a different level today. Berserk is out. That is probably a pit lane retirement. Oh dear. Yep. Now let's hope his car won't go back on track. I think it might be. Oh yeah, this might cause havoc. Cavola's in the pit lane. Where is the car? I think the car's... Oh my, oh my. That, ladies and gentlemen, is why you should never retire in the pit lane. Because of this. I hope Cavolas notices it. Car is... What is it? Oh, car is finally gone now. Thank you for that. Next in the pit lane, by the way, Rejat up to P2. What is continuing those extra laps is that helping, yes or no? Gunner P3, virtually still in P2. As the order basically for the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 has not changed. Oh, even on these old tires, Coleman's Speed is still passing the fastest lap. Look at the gaps, it's insane. Bruno with the fastest lap now, well done to him. Coleman Speed just lapped Cavolas. Wow. When is he coming in? If he is at all, because it's not mandatory to pit in these circumstances. And what about Rajat? If he can keep his tires alive, podium might be in it for him. Let's look at the intervals. Joe's still struggling because before the pit stops, the gap. Oh, Rashad in trouble. Oh yeah. Left the session might be having a technical issue. Oh shit. Oh dear. And a red flag. What is going on? There clearly is a technical issue with the lobby. Right. Not sure what's going on here. Oh dear. Might be a server issue. Right, I'm gonna stop the stream. We will consult what's gonna happen, but we'll keep you posted if something changes.